Rocket pop. That be pop. All right, guys. So I've had a few people ask me some specific questions, and because I'm not a bitch, I'm going to answer them because there's no reason to hide anything, right? In today's day and time, modern society, most people are running some sort of enhancement, whether it be TRT from a doctor, you've hopped on peptides, you're taking SARMs, blase, blase. Although I'm not condoning getting on any of these things just for legal reasons because I'm not a doctor, I would highly suggest you consulting your physician before even considering doing anything because that's the right way to do it. But in my most humble, honest opinion, I've had people ask me, hey, I'm thinking about jumping on a stack. What do you think about this? And their stack's like 500 milligrams of test a week, 500 milligrams of tren a week, equipoise, deca, D-ball. Honestly, in my most humble, honest opinion, wow, that's a fucking lot. That's like 16 years old and versus everyone else owning a Toyota Camry or some fucking beater, you're going straight for a fucking Ferrari. You're retarded. Highly don't suggest that. You're an idiot. Test is always going to be a good base. And if you actually understand what test does, I'm not going to dig into it too much. I'm going to give you a brief synopsis of what testosterone does. Testosterone is actually going to repair the muscles. So yes, you're going to grow because that's how muscles get bigger, is by repairing and they grow. But also you have to understand you have to damage the muscle in order for it to be repaired, in order for it to grow. So you guys that are going to the doctor and you're just getting TRT and you're like, oh, I'm going to get fucking big, and you're not working out, you're going to get big, all right. You're definitely going to get big, but not the big you're looking for. It doesn't work like that. And I never try to put my input and my opinion on this topic where it doesn't belong. So I don't just go walking around talking about it. But if anybody asks me or a conversation strikes up and I'm in earshot of it and it includes me, then I'm always going to voice my opinion on it because I don't know a lot of things in this world, but I have a pretty decent knowledge on that side of the fitness scheme. And that's honestly, that's what people are not telling you when you see these guys online and these coaches and these trainers and shit, is they're not telling you the behind the scenes of what they're doing. Since I've started like 9 years ago, anytime there was ever an enhancement involved, I'd always been 100% honest about it. So I've never been a gray area. I've always been yes or no, transparent about everything, because that's the best way to do it. You know, I mean, whether you have a prescription or whatever the case is, don't ever try to present yourself to be something that you're not, because you're putting false hope into people who are really clinging to what you're telling them, thinking, oh, well, if I just do what he tells me to do, I'm going to look just like him. That's not always the case. It's not the case more now than it was previously, because you have a lot of these trainers that they're running heavy ass gear. I mean, I'm not just talking about peptides here. I'm talking about they're running, like the first stack I was telling you about, they're running 750 milligrams of test a week. They're running 250 to 500 of tren a week. They're running 250 of equipoise. They're running D-ball. They're running DECA or MPP. They're running all these things, but they're not telling you that. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with doing any of those things. I'm not saying it's good or bad. It's your own personal preference of what you want to do. But I'm just saying, be honest about it, because I can't stand a fucking liar. And if you're going to put false hope into people and they're believing in you and they're paying you also, it's fucked up and you're a piece of shit. So if you do that and you're training, keep it separate. Don't just get clients to get money from the training and from them ordering from you. That's fucking stupid. If you're going to do it that route, be open and honest, but by doing that, you're enabling them to take the easy route. And I'm not saying, I hate to say the easy route, because whenever you run enhancements, it's not going to be an easier route. You still have to put the work in, but it's an easier alternative to get to your destination. I'm not going to call it a shortcut. It's just definitely a quicker route to your destination of what you're wanting to get, because you have all of the things helping you. So when you're burning body fat, you're going to burn it a lot quicker than someone who struggles and is not taking any enhancements. Whenever you gain muscle, you're going to gain muscle a lot quicker and a lot thicker than someone who has a hard time putting on weight. And like I said, I'm not advocating, I'm not talking shit about people who do this. I'm not saying that I've never done it before, but honestly, guys, the best stack that I'm not going to say ever, but that's out right now, and it's not even an anabolic. The peptide game is completely taken over. I'm not going to say taken over. I'll take that back. The peptide game has definitely ran a very close first, second place to the anabolic game just because of the different varieties that they have. They have stuff for, was it the copper where you can, it helps with your hair growth. It helps with other things in your body. They have one that mimics a workout when you're not even working out. When you take it before you go to bed, and it mimics your body going through a very mild workout. It's not like increase your heart rate to where you're having heart palpitations in your fucking sleep. They have one for the Wolverine stack. They have one for joint repair. And if you have a lot of problems, shoulders, back, knees, that stuff's amazing. CJC, they have Tesamorelin, Retta. I mean, you have the Tirzepatide and the Semaglutide. And a lot of you don't know the difference between the three of Retta, Tessa, and, Retta, Tirzepatide, and Semaglutide. They're all three, yes, you're going to lose weight. Do your research before you just start buying things. Retta is obviously a better choice in my most humble opinion. If you're going to do those things, just due to the fact of in a bodybuilding aspect or a physical fitness aspect, you're not going to lose as much muscle mass as you would taking Tirzepatide or Semaglutide. And also, your new learned eating habits tend to stay with you more. Research shows tend to stay with you more whenever you stop taking Retta versus Tirzepatide or Semaglutide. So versus those two, when you stop taking it, over time, you're going to gain your old eating habits back. So if you were eating like shit before, you're going to eat like shit now. So just do your research on things that you're going to do. Don't just take your buddy's word for it. And if you have any questions, I'm an open book. I'll try to answer whatever I can. I try to give you guys as much help as I possibly can because I want to see you do good. And I'm not even charging you for this shit. I won't charge you for information before you do something that's going to fucking hurt yourself. If you need some help in the gym and you see me working out, I'm not going to stop you and fucking hold my Cash App up and tell you to Cash App me $20 to fucking work out with me. I'm not going to be that kind of guy. There's enough of those people in this fucking world. I just want people who thoroughly enjoy this shit and thoroughly want to better themselves. That's what I want. I don't want your money. I don't want none of that shit. This shit that I post on here is all free. It's all shit that you can Google as well, but some of you don't know exactly what to Google to put it into words to find what you're looking for, so I can help you because I was there once. Sometimes it's hard to look up what you're looking for because you can't quite figure out how to put it into a formable sentence to get your answer that you're looking for. And I get it. So a little bit of tidbit information for you guys that are getting into it and you're considering running something. Just take into consideration. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me, man. I don't want to see you guys fuck yourselves up. I don't want to see you guys start something that you're going to be stuck on for the rest of your life. I don't want you to fuck yourself up running all this crazy shit. So please reach out to me. Hope y'all have a good Friday. Y'all have a good weekend. We're about to go in here and we're going to blow some motherfucking chest up. We got this motherfucking rocket pop. As y'all heard in the first clip, that bitch popping, and I'm not even touching it yet. So we're going to see what it's about, guys. I love y'all. Thank you for the continued support for the ones that do support me. And if you don't, fuck you. Have a good week. Do something productive. Peace.